Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mickey here. This is McFlippins. If this is your first time, welcome. Just a flipping channel here. We just like to do some eBay talk here and there, talk about what's sold. If you like flipping content, talking about eBay, please go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. It does the channel a big help. Small channel. I'm getting close to about a year doing this, and with really close to that 1,000. I got my watch hours, but if I could get my 1,000 subs, I could be monetized, which would be awesome. But slowly getting back on track here. I moved to Florida a few weeks ago from New York, so I've been trying to get my sales back on track because I was in away mode for a little while, and it definitely slowed down the sales. Plus, I delisted a bunch of stuff before I came, blew out a bunch of stuff, and kind of basically rebuilding. And in the meantime, I'm still trying to get back to my top rated seller rating, which I lost a couple months ago due to some shipping issues and canceling orders. So lesson learned there. What I did to try and remedy that was quit. I had same day shipping, and that's kind of what screwed me, because I'd sometimes be making 2-3 trips a day to the post office. I try to get everything done before I got any sales in, but sometimes I'd get those sales literally half hour before my post office closed, and I couldn't get it out, so it was dinging me for next day. So I changed my handling time to 1 business day, and that's definitely helped out a lot. Since then, I haven't really had any late acceptances. Another thing I do is because when I moved here, that's post office is far busier than mine ever was at home in New York. So, and they have one of those kiosks, but from what I understand, the kiosks are not great for eBayers anyway, because they can dig you, because it's not an acceptance. It's an acceptance scan. It's a scan that you have proof that you dropped it off, but there's no telling whether the post office is going to actually get those scanned today, and they could potentially not be scanned till their first destination, which in some cases could be a day or two after my handling time. So that would definitely screw me. So I've been waiting in line and taking my packages and having them manually scan them, getting a receipt, even though I technically don't need the receipt because I print my own labels. But I feel far more comfortable doing it that way. So that's what I have been doing, but it's so much busier and it doesn't take up that much time. But I also found the post office pretty much the same distance away from this one, and it's a little nicer, not quite as busy, so I'm going to start utilizing that one. Because mainly, like, on weekends, it's the worst. I did daily, 4 or 5, sometimes more packages, usually about 5 a day on a good days. I'm starting to get back to that point, because that was my average before I left, 5 packages a day, around 15 on the weekends, sometimes more. So I'm trying to get back to that. But I don't like holding up the line with a lot of stuff, and it's a pain for them, but that's also their job, and I'm not about to let the post office screw my ratings up on eBay. So that's one thing I've been doing. The other was the canceling orders for items I didn't have anywhere because I forgot that I had them listed, and I sold them at a flea market or military shows in most cases. So I've been definitely keeping better track of my inventory, and if I do sell something that's listed on eBay, make sure I delist it as soon as possible so I don't run into that problem again. So, and I haven't had a problem with having to cancel orders since I lost the top rated seller, because I've been paying a lot closer attention to it. And I'm almost there. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it this quarter or whatever, because I got until November 20th is when the next evaluation is, and I'm still above average, but I would like to get back to that top rated seller rating, because you save some fees and it makes buyers feel good buying from top rated sellers. So I would really like to get that title back. Plus that 10% makes a big difference. But we're going to go over a few sales because they are starting to pick back up. I've been listing every day. That's another thing. I've been being fairly consistent getting through the death pile I brought with me. I haven't done much sourcing since I've been down here, because I just got to get through this stuff before I feel comfortable going out to buy more stuff. So doing that, getting my goal was to be through my pile by this week, and I got through a good amount of it, and then I went sourcing again. So, but didn't buy a whole lot, but I've got a few of those things listed. But been listing at least 10, or at least at the very least 5 days. Something usually more, sometimes 10, 15. But right now I'm kind of down to like mundane, not so great military uniforms, older vintage camouflage stuff that sells, but it doesn't sell for much, but it does have a decent sell-through rate. So as long as I price them right, and most of them I'm at this point I probably got nothing into, just stuff that I just been sitting on for a while too. So, but at a decent weekend. I'm starting to get back to the numbers I was at in New York. Getting there. It was probably about 600, I believe. I didn't add it up, but yeah, I shipped out 13 packages today, 12 or 13, and on a normal weekend up in New York, I was shipping usually at the least 15 packages after the weekend. But that is including one extra day for the Veterans Day. So if you're a veteran, thank you for your service. So let's go over a few sales from the weekend. Like I said, I think it was 12 packages. I sold a vintage Xerox hat. Put it up over here somewhere. And that sold for $13.47. I think I sent out a 10% best offer on that, and somebody accepted, and that was plus shipping. So, and starting to sell more of my Christmas ornaments. I bought a huge lot of Christmas ornaments when I lived in New York. Well, probably a couple hundred Hallmark keepsake ornaments, which I've been selling here and there since I bought them about a year, not quite a year ago. And I haven't sold. They've definitely started to pick up now that Christmas is in the horizon. I've sold, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one today that I'm waiting for a buyer to pay. So 5 ornaments in the last couple days. So finally starting to move, which would be nice because the tote is very full. I'd like to get it. I'd like to get those into like a smaller box eventually, but. The first one was a 1997 Christmas to All ornament. Pretty neat one. It's got like the moon and Santa Claus there. That sold for $12. Most of these I did have free shipping on. Not sure if I did on that one or not. But some of them I did charge shipping, and I don't know what the mindset of what I was in when I did those listings. But so $12. I think that was free shipping. So, and they only cost about $5-6 to ship, so I'm not making a lot, but I figure I probably got less than a quarter each into them. So anything I make on them is profit. Anything over $5. So, and I also sold a post World War II Vietnam era helmet liner. Just a liner. This is something I was sitting on for a long time up in New York, and finally got around to listing when I brought it down here. Sold for $38 plus shipping. I like selling helmets, so they're pretty quick, easy sell, and even the liners, even if they're not World War II, if you list them right. No, another Christmas ornament. This one wasn't Hallmark. This one was a little nicer, and I actually didn't get it with these Hallmark ornaments. I remember buying this now. I think I paid $5 for it. It's Lennox Disney Mickey Mouse Club ears and pin ornament. 50th anniversary, and it came with a COA. That sold for $21 free. That one was free shipping, I know that. So $21 cost me, I think it was just about $5 to ship, plus my box, 68 cents. So not a big profit maker on that one, but I was thinking when I bought it, I thought $5 was, I thought it would be worth more. So lesson learned there. Lennox doesn't necessarily mean money, and Disney doesn't always mean money either. But I'm also kind of a Disney nerd, so I'm kind of a sucker for Disney stuff. Not because my name is Mickey, I like the cartoons. And my name, I'm not named after the mouse, if you're wondering. It's actually a nickname my great-great-grandmother... Anyway, it's just a nickname that came. My name's not even really Mickey, it's Michael. fun fact for you guys there. I just go by Mickey. My name's actually Michael, but I've always gone by Mickey, so that's what I go by. Let's see. Another ornament. Another ornament. Hallmark Keepsake Ornament 2019. Spotlight on Snoopy. Peanuts gang. Let's see. He was golfing. Yeah. Golfing Snoopy. That sold for $8. That one was plus shipping, so I didn't do too bad on that one, I think. Pretty sure that one was plus shipping. Some patches. Always selling patches because I listed a couple hundred over the last few weeks, I think. So sold a couple for $10.97. That was free shipping. I used the eBay envelope to ship those, which cost 69 cents. So that's not bad on any patches. Any single patch. This one wasn't too bad because it was 2 patches, so I was able to do because it doesn't exceed the thickness. But if I sell more than 2, I usually charge or upgrade it to ground shipping. And another helmet liner. That was another. This one was a decent sale because it was a older Korean War era helmet liner, which was kind of unique because it didn't look like it was ever painted. I haven't seen many like that, or if just somebody really did a really good job stripping it. I don't think they did. It just looks like it was never painted, which is odd. But not that that added to the value. I just thought it was odd. But that sold for $50 plus shipping. Helmet liners are, especially World War II ones, always a pretty good easy sale because there's way more pots floating around in the steel pots, that is, floating around in the collector's world than there are liners, and a good helmet needs a liner. So, and another patch, of course, and this one was the 90th Infantry Division, also known as the Tough Hombres. That was a World War II patch, sold for $19.97 plus shipping, so that's not bad at all. No, free shipping, excuse me there. And that's patch I probably got about $1 invested into. It came from my big patch collection, so $19, pretty good on those, because there wasn't a whole lot of patches worth big money. There was some $30, $40, $50 patches in there though, so that's making them a pretty good lot. Let's see, some more World War II. This one was a USMC Marine Corps mustard wool shirt, which I thought was kind of neat because I'd never actually seen one before. You don't see them too often because they used mostly like twill khaki, so in their dress uniforms. So that sold for $43.47 plus shipping, of course. And some more World War II. That's going to be the trend for the next couple sales here, just so you know. But it's one of my favorite things to buy and sell. The next one was a khaki World War II uniform shirt. This one had the laundry number on it, which means it is researchable if you have the location of where it came from, which I picked it up at a military show in Pennsylvania, so it could come from anywhere, honestly. But the laundry number does make uniforms World War II researchable, possibly. It gives you a starting point anyway. But it was 8th Air Force, so that's kind of unique. That doesn't make it unique, and it was had the flight engineer. But it was 8th Air Force, so that makes it kind of neat, especially with the Masters of the Year show coming out. That seems to have driven up the collectability on that stuff a little bit. And I had a nice little flight engineer patch. So this guy, I think, would have been on a bomber crew, possibly. Let's see. That sold for $35 plus shipping, so not a whole hell of a lot, but I paid $5 for that shirt, so $35 is not bad, plus shipping. And some more patches, some more stinking patches. Some 23rd Infantry Division patches, a lot of 5 patches. Sold those for $17.97 plus shipping. And the last Hallmark ornament that sold over the weekend was a Hallmark Barbie Holidays 1991 vintage. That was $12. Yeah, that one was plus shipping. So Hallmark Keepsake Barbie Holidays. That sold for $12 plus shipping. That one I just had to do a check, and I did charge for shipping on that, so that's nice because it was kind of a bigger one. And the last sale for the weekend, I got a couple more I'll go over from week that I didn't go over in the last video, if anybody even cares. Original World War II U.S. Army 95th Infantry Division. This one's kind of neat because I had an OD border, which does make a difference on some patches. But it's sold for $12.97, free shipping. Again, using the eBay envelopes on those saves you on shipping. Also sold some Halloween over the last week. It was a Halloween die-cut pumpkin with a cute little kitty poking its head out. That was $15. I believe that was free shipping. And vintage Dukakis Benson presidential ticket screening stars t-shirt. That was from 1988 campaign. That sold for $30 plus shipping. That I picked up for $5 at an estate sale in New York. Something that had been probably one of the first things I listed when I started taking eBay seriously about a year ago. Been on eBay for a long time, but I've only taken it very seriously for the last year. This Notre Dame pump, this Notre Dame knit cap with a palm on the top. It's been listed for quite a while. It finally sold for $12.99. That was free shipping. In this soccer jersey, I sold a soccer jersey, which is something I don't know much about. More of a football, if anything. Definitely more of a NASCAR fan than anything, too. But it was a vintage Reebok from the 90s. Aston Villa football, home football. Blah, blah, blah. It was a vintage Reebok Aston Villa football jersey. Well, soccer, football, you know. But that's all for $50 plus shipping, which not bad at all. I think I paid $10 for that at a flea market. Another kind of neat sale we had went out was a vintage 1950s battery operated father bear toy, tin toy made in Japan. I had the original box. That's actually something I picked up at an antique store here in Florida, I think it was DeLand, Florida. Really cool old store, in an old department store. The one thing I bought in there, it was priced right. It was $22, I believe. And it sold for $81 not working on eBay. So I like to go into antique stores once in a while. You're going to find a deal, not always, because, you know, the antique stores are full of antique dealers, so they generally know their prices, but they'll let some things slip through the cracks, you know, once in a while, the prices, or they just don't research it, or they just want to get rid of it, so you never know. So I think antique stores are always worth a look. I've had some of my best scores come out of antique stores, honestly, over the years. I found some great stuff that I've been able to resell. So don't ever discount an antique store saying, oh, it's going to be too expensive. It might be, but you don't know until you look. So a little bit of advice there. But yeah, so there's the sales from the last week, or some of the better ones anyway. I also sold a vintage in the package. This was from like the 70s. It's kind of neat. Cupid die cut decoration still in the package. That sold for $30 free shipping, so I was happy with that. Most of those die cuts I got together for, I think I paid $30 for like 30 some die cut, mostly Halloween. I definitely made my money back probably 3-4 times at least on those. So whatever I sell those for now are pure profit. I got probably about 15 or 20 left or so I'm very happy with that. Bought flea market last winter, I believe, up in New York. So yeah, so there we have it. There's a few sales. Just we're slowly getting those numbers back up. I'm still not where I want to be. I'm not ready to jump ship yet, but it definitely needs to pick up, or I'm gonna have to get a real job. Hopefully the numbers do pick up. They're getting there. They're starting to get back to normal. I do got to get out and do some more sourcing, because if you're not buying, you're not making any money. So that's part of the issue. I do need to start sourcing more. Still feeling the area out, checking out the different flea markets. It's definitely a different world down here, shopping-wise, so I'm having to adapt. So that's all it's going to take, is a little adapting, I guess. So if you enjoyed this video, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. I really do. We are almost to 1,000 here, and once I hit 1,000, we can monetize. Remember to get out there, look for those deals. They're out there. You got to be out there to find them. I'll catch you guys next time.